We've all heard of the Mandela Effect, but what if I told you it's more than just misremembered logos and movie quotes? What if it's actually a clue? A breadcrumb that reality is not what it seems, and maybe, just maybe, you've already jumped timelines without even realizing it. Today we're going to explore the Mandela Effect from every angle: psychological, quantum, metaphysical, spiritual, and even conspiratorial. Because the deeper you go, the more you realize reality might not be broken, it might just be bending. Let's start with what science tells us. Psychologists say the Mandela Effect is just a result of how the brain works, or rather, how it doesn't work like a perfect recorder. Instead, your memory is reconstructive. It fills in the blanks based on expectation, patterns, and influence. That's called confabulation. It's kind of like autocorrect. Your brain guesses what should be there, even when it's not. Then there's social contagion. When one person misremembers something, especially something nostalgic, it spreads like a virus. The internet becomes an echo chamber of "wait, I remember that too." And finally, source confusion. Maybe you saw a parody or meme as a kid and forgot the source. Your brain merges truth and fiction without telling you. Here are some examples. You remember it as Berenstain Bears? With an EIN? It's actually Berenstain. With an AIN. How about Darth Vader? Do you recall him saying, "Luke, I am your father"? Nope. It's "No, I am your father." Also, Pikachu. Pikachu never had a black tip on his tail. Science says it's all just bad memory. But here's the problem with that logic. Why are millions of people misremembering the same exact things, the same exact way, with the same level of certainty? Is that just flawed memory? Or is it something deeper trying to break through? Now let's shift gears and look at what quantum physics might be telling us. The many worlds interpretation says that every choice, every possibility, splits off into its own universe. In one timeline, Mandela did die in prison. But maybe you're not in that timeline anymore. According to quantum theory, your consciousness may have jumped, especially during high-energy events, such as near-death experiences, eclipses or full moons, deep trauma or awakening, or even dream states where your soul navigates multiple dimensions. If you've ever felt like something is off, like the world around you shifted ever so slightly, you might be sensing residual energy from a timeline you no longer occupy. In this theory, the Mandela Effect isn't a memory problem. It's quantum residue. It's proof that you jumped realities, but your memories didn't update completely. You're not remembering it wrong. You're remembering where you used to be. Now here's where it gets really interesting. What if this reality is a simulation, and the Mandela Effect is the result of a system update? Think about it. In video games, developers push new patches. They change scenery. They update logos. They fix code. What if that's what's happening here? You wake up one day and Interview with a Vampire is now Interview with the Vampire. Are you crazy? Or did the source code of this simulation get rewritten, and you just happened to notice the patch? Some theorists link this to CERN, suggesting that high-energy experiments in 2012 may have triggered a kind of reality merge or timeline collapse. In that view, Mandela effects are like glitches in the matrix, not mistakes, but signs that this system is evolving or being rewritten. Let's bring it into the spiritual realm. Many believe we're in the middle of a planetary shift, what's often called the move from 3D to 5D consciousness. As we awaken, old structures dissolve. Reality becomes more fluid. Timelines collapse, converge, or fade out. In this view, Mandela effects are signs of dimensional upgrades. They show you that the world is not as fixed as you were taught. And the more you notice them, the more attuned you are to the fact that you're waking up. Mandela effects become spiritual breadcrumbs, guiding you to remember your multidimensional nature. You're not broken. You're not wrong. You're just becoming aware of something the world doesn't want you to see. You're not remembering wrong, you're remembering from a higher timeline. Of course, we have to talk about the conspiracy side. What if some of these changes are intentional? Some believe organizations like CERN have pierced the veil between realities. Others point to D-wave quantum computers, which operate on principles that sound eerily close to multiverse manipulation. Then there's MK Ultra-style memory manipulation, suggesting that mass media, frequency entrainment, and even AI are being used to soft edit collective memory. Far-fetched? Maybe. But if you suddenly woke up tomorrow and all maps looked different, who would you trust more, your memories or the world that told you they were wrong? Here's the truth no one wants to say. The Mandela Effect might not have just one cause. It could be all of them. Glitches in a simulation, faulty memory, timeline hopping, planetary ascension, or a blend of it all, playing out in ways we don't yet understand. But one thing's for sure. The next time someone tells you you're just remembering it wrong, you might want to ask them what timeline they came from. What's the weirdest Mandela effect you remember? Drop it in the comments. Let's build a timeline map together. If this video activated something in you, hit like, subscribe, and turn on that bell because the rabbit hole is just beginning. This is Quantum Vibes. And this timeline might not be your last.